Yeah. What is that previous point? Contractile vacuoles are those which are present in freshwater protisteans like Paramecium amoeba, and they are present in some members like Chlamydomonas algae. What is the function of that contractile vacuoles? Contractile vacuoles are responsible for controlling osmotic pressure and excretion of substances. Okay. Here this one, what food vacuole? See that controlling osmotic pressure and excretion of food material, that is the major function of that one. What contractile vacuoles, which are filled with extra fluids from cytoplasm. Food vacuoles are those food vacuoles. Food vacuoles, how they are formed means phagosomes, which are type of lysosome, they combine with vacuole and form food vacuole. As phagosomes, which are a type of lysosomes, are fused with this vacuole, that vacuoles have many enzymes which are responsible for the digestion. So these food vacuoles are also called digestive vacuole. Okay, these food vacuoles are present in protozoans, sponges, coelenterate, and phagocytes of animals only have this one. Now see that doubt. Why it's okay? Yeah. Phagosomes are formed from phagosomes, which are type of lysosomes only. Autophagosomes, I told you. Excretion means food to energy. No, excretion means some after digestion there is some wastage of food. That food waste is sent out from the body. That is excretion. Suppose in human beings, urine is produced upon filtration of blood into water. So urine is excreted out. After digestion, fecal matter is excreted out. That is excretion. Okay. Then see this, all these are different types of vacuoles. I told you at the beginning, these are vacuoles or spaces. Especially if you see in bacteria there is aggregation of some holocylindrical structure. Hollow means empty, like a pipe. Hollow cylinder. Holocylindrical structure. Holocylindrical structures are aggregated. These are called gas vacuole, which is also called gap vacuole. See, gas vacuole is different, sap vacuole is different. Sap vacuole is storing sap, but this gas vacuole is present in some bacteria, which is also called as gas vacuole. As gas vacuole is there, that gas vacuole means empty, helps in buoyancy, 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 or floating of bacteria. Vacuoles, when they are filled with sap, that is sap vacuole. Contractile vacuoles are present in some protists. Food vacuoles are present with some digestive enzyme. But when a vacuole is empty means there is nothing. Vacuole, we can say it is empty organelle, but it is present in bacteria. At beginning of vacuole, I told you, these are the spaces present in cytoplasm. When vacuole is empty, then it is called as gas vacuole or gas vacuole. That means that is empty organelle filled with some air. That's all. What is its function in bacteria means it is responsible for buoyancy of bacteria. Buoyancy means floating of bacteria in water. Suppose in water, bacteria is floating on surface of water with the help of the gas vacuole buoyancy. Okay, this is about vacuole. Okay, can I erase the board? Okay, complete that writing. Then we'll go for other organelles. Tell me, is it complete? Done. Yes. Dr. Vaishika, complete? Yes. Lohitini, you said no, sir. Yes. Right. Then, other organelles, we will see. Next, that is endomembrane system is complete. Plastid. Plastid is other one. Endomembrane system is complete. Here, in Greek, plastos means molded. In Greek, plastos means molded. They are molded structure. That's why they are given a name like this. Molded. See here, what are these plastids? Plastids are double membrane organelles. Plastids are double membraned organelles. Double membraned organelles, and they have own genetic material. They have their own DNA. Normally, DNA is present inside the nucleus, but they have this own genetic material in plastids. So, as they have their own genetic material, they do not depend on nucleus. So, these are said to be semi-autonomous organelles. Semi-autonomous means without depending on nucleus, it will carry out all its functions. Normally, DNA is responsible for all characters, you know. DNA is responsible for all characters, but DNA is present in nucleus. So the DNA which is present in nucleus is responsible for all characters, but these plastids have their own DNA. As the plastids have own DNA, they can perform their own function. So they are said to be semi-autonomous organelles. Okay, and what is the main function? Synthesis and storage of organic compounds is the major function. synthesis and storage of organic compounds. How synthesis and storage means? In plastids also there are different types of plastids like chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast. Like that there are different types of plastids. In that plastids, suppose if you take the chloroplast, the chloroplasts are responsible for synthesis. Photosynthesis is carried. Some leucoplasts are those which are responsible for storage of that food material, like that. So they are mainly concerned with synthesis and storage of organic compounds. First, plastid term is given by a scientist named Haeckel, Haeckel. Haeckel is a scientist who gave the term this plastid. These plastids are present in majorly plants and some protista members only. Plastids are present in plants and some protists like Euglena. Some protists like Euglena, and all plants have this plastid. Plastids are present in all that. Okay. Here, plastids are made from some other structures called as proplastids. Plastids form from proplastids. Proplastids means which are precursor. Precursor means proplastid is precursor for this proplastid. That means proplastids are forming into plastid. Precursor means the existing material which is responsible for the formation of another one. So precursor, that proplastids are transparent, rounded plastids which are present in meristematic cells. What are these? These are rounded, transparent plastids found in meristematic cells. In meristematic cells, we can find this. In meristematic cells, there is presence of round shaped and transparent plastids which are called as proplastids. In that proplastid, there is presence of from that proplastids there is formation of these plastids. Okay. Here proplastids, I told you already, these are double membraned organelles. These are double membraned organelles, so they have some other material. Here the plasm, the fluid in plastid is called matrix. The fluid, like cell fluid, is called cytoplasm, and vacuole fluid is called sonoplasm. Like that, in plastid there is presence of some fluid. That fluid present in this is called as what? Matrix. This matrix has, what is present in matrix means there is presence of some DNA, RNA, 70S ribosomes, There is presence of some DNA, RNA, ribosomes, and some reserved food. There is presence of DNA, RNA. As DNA and RNA are there, they have their own genetic material, so they can carry out own processes without depending on the nucleus. So they are called as semi-autonomous organelles, I told you. So DNA, RNA, ribosomes. Ribosomes are also cell organelles, amembranous organelles. In next class, we will see about the ribosomes. Wait 1 second. See now, the fluid which is present in plastid is called as matrix. That matrix has DNA, RNA, and ribosome. Okay, I told you when comparing prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. In prokaryotic cell there is presence of 70S ribosome. In eukaryotic cell there is 80S ribosome. But plastid means which is present in plant. Plant means eukaryotic cell. Plant means eukaryotic cell. But 70S ribosome is present in plant cell. Usually 70S ribosome is present in prokaryotic cell. This 70S ribosome is not present in eukaryotic cell. It is present in plastid of eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cell has 80S ribosome, but plastid has 70S ribosome. And this based on the pigments. Based on the pigments present. Pigment means based on color. Based on pigments present in this plastid, plastids are divided into 3 types. Can I erase this? Done. Okay. Yes. Based on pigment. Pigment means which have color. Plastids are 3 types. Plastids are 3 types based on the pigments present. One is leucoplast. Second one is chromoplast. Third one is chloroplast. There is presence of 3 types of plastids. Okay, see one by one. Leucoplast. What are leucoplasts means? They are white molded, colorless plastids we can say. Colorless plastids. Colorless plastids are called as leucoplasts. What is the main function of this leucoplast is majorly involved in storage of food. They involve in storage of food. Food storage is major function. And based on this food stored, I mean, which food is stored? This leucoplasts are again 3 types. Just names only with the examples I will give. See, amyloplast. Amyloplasts are those which store carbohydrates. Amyloplasts are a type of leucoplast which store carbohydrates. These are present in rice, wheat, potato, like that. Second one is eleuroplast. Eleuroplasts, which are responsible for storage of protein. They store protein. These eleuroplasts are present in pulses. Pulse, cereals, pulses. In that there is presence of this one. Third one, C. Eleuroplasts. Eleuroplasts are those which store lipids. Lipids means fats. Fats are stored by that. They are called as eleuroplasts. Example, like castor. Like castor, they store lipids. So, leucoplasts are those which are responsible for storage of food. They are colorless plastids. They do not have any pigment. So, they do not have any color. So, they are colorless plastids. The main function is the storage of food material. Okay. So, based on the food stored, they are called different types. They are again divided into amyloplasts, eleuroplasts, eleuroplasts, like that. Amyloplasts are those which store carbohydrates, eleuroplasts are those which are storing protein, and eleuroplasts are those which are storing lipids. Yes, eleuroplasts next, eleuroplasts after chloroplast. Anyway, these leucoplasts are three types. Then chromoplasts, chloroplasts are there. Time is already 11:20. By 11:30 you may have another class. I have another class by 11:30. Our time is over.